Thanks, Kimberly. The vacant Lawford Theater in the city of Havana collapsed on itself last night, forcing evacuations and closures in nearby buildings. It's an incident the mayor calls, quote, a crushing blow. Morning reporter Jolie Rodriguez has the latest updates on what will happen moving forward. Good morning, Jolie.
That's right. Right behind me, as you can see, this area is still taped off. The building is collapsed right from the back to the middle, as you can see, where the roof is just torn down. The bricks are literally piled on there, and then the bricks are obviously around the building as well. Outside of it, since we last spoke to you guys, we spoke to some of the residents that have been coming out here looking, taking pictures. They've been talking to each other about what they've seen. We actually spoke to one guy that lives in the apartment right behind this theater here, and he said it was so loud when he heard the building collapse that he described it as sounding like a bomb. He said it even shook his apartment. We did speak to a guy that said he called 911 and he saw the building collapse, and it all happened in less than a minute. But some of those things to keep in mind is that some of the areas in downtown Havana are still going to be closed off. As for why the building collapsed, that's what Havana Fire Marshal Matthew Fliggy is hoping to understand today after the structural engineers come in to assess the building around 9:30 a.m. Fliggy believes the building will have to come down. As for the east and west buildings connected to it, the bookstore did suffer some damage, with City Hall suffering none. Both sides will be assessed to determine what needs to be repaired. Fliggy adds the building has been an iconic landmark to the city, and it will be unfortunate to see it go if it has to.
Unfortunately, the Lawford has been here in Havana, I believe, over 100 years. It is, an iconic landmark to us. The marquee itself is very very disheartening to see that it is going to have to be removed.
Until the engineers can assess all the damage, certain areas of their downtown are closed to vehicle traffic, which can be found on the Havana Police Department Facebook page. To find out if businesses in the area are open, you should call them directly. Fliggy says they hope that they can open some of the sidewalks by the end of the day. If the building is determined that it needs to be removed, Fliggy says then they will then determine which areas of downtown will need to be closed in the following weeks. But as we learn more information today, we'll continue to keep you updated online and on air.